everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I count it an esteem, honor, joy to rock with you tonight and to be with you just for a few moments for that I can. I gotta get ready to make some moves quickly. And I wanted to come on and I wanted to just share a couple of things with you guys on tonight and to talk to you to see if I can make some crooked places straight. I am looking for some answers tonight, and I believe that what I'm going to share with you in these few moments will bring great enlightenment, great empowerment, and great wisdom to you tonight, if that makes sense. If you're going to take some notes, I want you to take them. I believe that I'm going to give you some great information for the time that is allotted to me. And I believe that it's going to help you long after I would have concluded in this teaching. If you want to share this, you can share it. You can just hit the share button and share it to your social media outlets. I believe it's going to bless you. It's going to help you. Excuse my larynx. I'm just trying to keep it fresh for my assignments on tomorrow. And I believe what God is going to do, he's going to really show up mightily. And we're going to put hell on the devil. Pray for the East Coast. They're saying it's hurricane weather. That's why I'm subject to be tomorrow. Not so much in that area where the tornado is, but the rain will be in that area. And we're believing God. So, flights are delayed and things of that magnitude. But people know when I'm on there, I'm going to be all right. So I'm going to make some great things happen. So everybody that want to share this, I want you to share it. It's going to really help you tonight, and I believe it's going to show you some things as it relates to really leadership. I've been wrestling with this. I hadn't been on for a good number of days, and it's because I've really been thinking. I have not been in such the greatest places mentally, but God had to resurrect me from some things and help me get to some certain areas that I needed to be my maximum for people like you. So I want to open with this statement, and I pray that you receive it. One of the best things, or one of the best lessons that you can actually learn, and that you can actually learn in life, hear me, is to learn how to master how to remain calm. You got to understand it takes a cool head in a hot storm. So you're going to have to learn how to master this major life lesson on how to remain calm. If I had to push the metaphor, I would also say these words to you. Stay patient and trust your journey. Stay patient and trust your journey. In these last few days, I have really learned the power of the pause, as you heard me say. But God gave me something today when I was driving, and I pray that you'll receive it. Write this down. Inhale positivity. Exhale negativity. Did y'all hear what I just said? You have to learn how to inhale positivity. You're going to have to exhale negativity. In other words, you're going to have to learn how to allow the things in your life to remain positive. And you're going to have to learn how to get the negativity out of your CeeLo system. There is getting ready to be, in these next 15 days, the calmness of positivity. And positivity and negativity cannot reside in the same chamber. It cannot reside in the same spectrum. You're going to have to learn that in this season, it's time for you to exhale all the negativity and only know how to inhale the positivity. For those of you that think on different sides of prism, those of you that see life in a different way, you don't see it the way everybody else see it. You're like Enoch. You walk totally by a totally different drum beat. If you know anything about Enoch, you know when the world was going right, Enoch was going left. When they were shaking and baking left, Enoch was going right. He was not in rhythm. He was not in time with the world because he heard a different drum beat from a far distant land. So I want to encourage you by making the statement that it is totally okay if people do not understand your level of thinking, if they don't understand your level of how you master certain things. It's okay that if they don't do that. It's okay that if they don't see things the way that you see them. Too many times we move in a place. We move in a place where we want everybody to see our ideas, our metaphors, how we look at certain things, and theoretically, that's not the way that it actually should be. There's going to be a place in your life where you're going to have to say to yourself that, hear me, if someone really shows you their true colors, please do not try to reprint them. Are you hearing me? If someone continuously shows you their true colors, please don't try to reprint them. I want to give you this affirmation that the Lord had gave me, and I pray that it'll help you as it has helped me this week. I envision, I conquer, I become. You may want to write that down. You may want to tag somebody's name there. I envision, I conquer, I become. Let me give it to you one more again, okay? If someone needs to hear this, I want you to drop this line into them and speak these words of life. Every pastor tomorrow, I can't tell you what to preach, but I pray that you'll release an affirmation over the people. I envision, I conquer, I become. I want you to say that to yourself. I envision, I conquer, I become. And I promise you, as that begin to resonate in your spirit, watch how God is going to do something in your life that's going to help you reach beyond the break. I envision. So what is it that you envision? I envision that God's getting ready to move some mountains. I conquer. I'm going to conquer everything that I put my hands to that people say that I can't have. And I'm going to become. I'm going to become with every naysayer that I'll never be. I'm going to become God's greatest masterpiece. I'm going to become what eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. Y'all ain't ready for me tonight. You have to understand that where your focus goes, energy flows. Where your focus goes, energy flows. You have to see yourself. Come on, talk to me here, somebody. You have to see yourself in a place of great energy. I have the awesome responsibility to speak into the lives of so many great leaders every day, every week, every month. Someone on somebody's plane, train, or automobile, and I made this statement to a friend of mine just yesterday. There is no elevator to success. You're gonna have to take the stairs. He laughed at me because he said that he's building his company, his brand, brick by brick, layer by layer. Some people want to cut corners, and cutting corners is messing up where it is that you're really trying to grow. Cutting corners shows us what not to do. And some of you see people in what they're doing that needs to be stopped. There is no elevator for success. You're going to have to take the stairs. And if you take the stairs, you'll enjoy the actual process of what it took for you to get actually to where you are. So tonight, and that's just my precursor, tonight I wanted to talk to you about traditional leaders versus collaborative leaders. The sanctuary, the workplace is forever changing. The leadership and the doctrine, the rituals, the things that we do are changing. In the future, hear me, is that we got to move from the Lone Ranger, the Quaker Oaks box way, to understanding that the future is actually in your collaborations. When you are a traditional leader, you believe that power comes from their position of authority. That's not always working. When you start moving from that to moving to collaborative, you believe that power is the greatest in building that actual team. Hear me? You gotta understand that if you're always an island and never an instrument, nobody's gonna walk with you. One of my greatest writers, Benjamin Disraeli, said that if you really want to know if you're a leader, just take a walk. And if you look behind you and there's nobody following you, that's not leadership. All you're doing is taking a walk. You don't have any followers. You're going to have to see yourself as leaders, entrepreneurs, CEOs, that you're going to have to understand that you just can't always be a traditionalist. You're going to have to go outside the box, live on the other side of the comma. You're going to have to stretch the parameters and stretch the paradigm for you to say to yourself that I got to see it and hear me. And even if I tried and it don't work, at least I tried. So many people never try, so that's why they stay stuck and blame everybody why they have not gotten where the places that they needed to be. You have to understand when you are traditional that you're allowing yourself never to expand, but you have to say to yourself, I want to be collaborative. I want to say to you, who are you working with to get your ideas off the ground? Who are you working with that is an accountability partner? Who are you connected to that want to see you be from point A to point B? You got to have people that want to see you in C, D, E, and F. You cannot allow yourself just to remain in a place where your way is the only way or my way is just the highway. You're going to have to say, hey, I can't do this. But if I have somebody to help me hold my arms up, I'll get to the other side of what God has commissioned and called for me to be. So hear me. You gotta believe that power is greatest in a collective team effort. Okay, that's number one. Here's number two. When you are a traditional leader, you maintain ownership of the information. But when you are working in a collaborative effort, you share the information and the knowledge. This is what some of y'all gonna hang up at right here, because we have a whole lot of people that you got information, and I'm gonna tell you, and I know hate is a strong word, you shouldn't use it, but I hate for people to have information and don't share it. It shows a sign of weakness. It shows a sign of immaturity. It shows a sign of distrust. It shows a sign, especially when you're working together to work as a team. That's how you know that you got a bunch of islands around you, because they got information and they never share it. It could be very vital to the company. It could be very intricate to what it is that you're trying to do, and you cannot trust the one next to you that have the information. It is the sign that you're still working in the Ma-Ark, the old boys club, and women do it too, yes. But you got to understand that when you have information, it's better to share that thing collectively. So many times we have leaders that box themselves into their own quicksand because they are built on poor foundation, because they don't want to work collectively to share the information and the knowledge. Say it. Communicate it.